This month alone, we have had creepy dolls in Toy Story 4, a creepy doll in Child's Play, and we now have a creepy doll in Annabelle Comes Home. What's with the creepy dolls this month? Is this like a theme? Do all these dolls go to a convention or something? Creepy doll con? I need to know this. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome to my review for Annabelle Comes Home. This movie was directed by Gary Dauberman and it stars Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, and McKenna Grace. This is the third Annabelle movie that has been released. It tells the story of the Warrens, played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson respectively, who find the Annabelle doll, bring it to their home, and lock it in their basement behind glass that has been blessed by the church. But when they leave town, their daughter's babysitter's friend accidentally touches everything in the demonic room that basically says, hey, don't touch us, and lets the doll out. And the doll starts raising literal hell. So the daughter, Judy, played by McKenna Grace, her babysitter, and the babysitter's friend all have to stop the demons. I think the best way I can describe Annabelle Comes Home is a much less interesting version of Poltergeist. Because think about it, Poltergeist and Annabelle Comes Home are pretty much the same thing. It's about a little girl who is possessed and or has to fight off demons in her own home. I mean, it's a small connection, but the connection is there. But despite what some are saying, I actually believe there is some good stuff in here. Not a lot, but there is enough to notice. I thought that the acting in the movie was solid all around. It's not gonna win any Oscars or be world-shattering, but for what this movie is, everybody did a fine job. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga were both very good. Vera Farmiga was actually in my favorite scene of the movie. It's at the end, and you'll know it when you see it. And what scary moments this movie did have, they were legitimately pretty creepy. Let's just say I'm going to be giving a little bit of a side eye to coins for the foreseeable future. But the scary moments come a little too late because this movie's pacing was very bad. The first hour of this movie is just boring. I remember when the first scary moment happened in this movie, I remember checking my phone to see what time it was, and an hour had passed. The first scary moment of this movie came an hour after it started. The first hour of this movie is basically setup, which would have been fine if it were interesting, but it wasn't. It was quite the opposite. There's a guy that wants to be the babysitter's boyfriend that I did not care about. There was a pizza guy who tried to be funny and failed miserably. There was a lot of stuff in this movie that really either could have been shortened or edited out entirely. Which leads me into the other big negative, the script. A lot of the decisions made in this movie would not be made by a rational human being. Now, I know the argument that a lot of horror movies basically wouldn't exist if the characters had made smart decisions, and the characters have to make dumb decisions in order for the movies to happen. I understand that. But the decisions made in this movie were just some of the stupidest I have seen in a long time. When the babysitter's friend goes down into the Warrens' basically hall of demonic items, it all says do not touch, positively do not open. And she touches and opens all of it. Now the argument can be made, oh, she was curious. Well, why was she even down there in the first place? Simply put, it makes no sense. I can't in good conscience give this movie a horrid rating because there were some legitimately good scary moments in this and the acting was good all around. However, this movie is pretty forgettable. I would say if you're a Conjuring fan, you will like this. Otherwise, I'd say skip it. But that's all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you'd like to subscribe, click the big red subscribe button below or the link in the side. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, all of my social media accounts will be in the description below. My name is Ryan Kem, and I'll see you in the next one.